Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all you need. Looking for a professional website without breaking a budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com, also on TLB TV, the Liberty Beacon TV network. It is now official. You can watch our episodes on TLBTV.com. Just search under the Mike Wagner Show and also check our great programs. You can still listen to us on Facebook at Facebook.com/the Mike Wagner Show. You can also download and listen on SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and also watch the interview on YouTube as well. Again, the Mike Wagner Show is officially now on TLBTV.com. That's the Liberty Beacon TV network. And take the Mike Wagner Show wherever you go on any mobile device, just like this one right here. All right, we're here with a really wonderful gentleman from, he was born in Chicago, lived in San Antonio, Texas, and has traveled all over the world. His dad was a retired USMC veteran, and he's been in the Marine Corps for quite some time, and he's had a passion for what he does, and he's starting up a brand new coalition we'll tell you about in just a minute, and he's been working on a number of projects. We've had him on before back in January, and so now we're doing this again, and he's gives an update to what's going on, and he's been in a couple of TV series as well, too. He's been in Grimm and also The Librarians. He's also appeared in quite a few of the movies we'll talk about as well, too. And he's an actor, writer, producer, and heads up a very special coalition called the Native American Entertainment Coalition, and he'll explain why this is greatly needed for this community. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, and we're back this time on video, and great to have him on again, is Joseph Thomas Bailey. Joseph, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us again.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm very honored to be back. And this time it's visual.
I mean, we're just...
wanted to tell you that my dad was in the Marines. I was in the Army. So, I wanted.
Okay, I just want to make sure on that. You guys were in the armed services as well, too. So you've been president, CEO, and founder of the NAEC, or the Native American Entertainment Coalition, to promote and expose Native Americans in the entertainment industry, give them more exposure, and also to give guidance, support, and let everybody know that we're out there and everything else. You've also been an actor, writer, producing quite a few shows. And before we get into all that, tell us how you got started in the show business.
Well, I got my little bug. I've always been given that opportunity. I never took it, even when I was very young. And then I was a bodyguard for a while, and I got on to Jerry Springer. And then I did Jerry Springer because I was hired as a bodyguard for a not-for-profit organization for a minority that showed up and was pleading their case. And then that was after a few years, I was like, that was the only conversation piece I ever had. You can only talk 5-10 minutes. And moving to Portland, Oregon with my father and my then wife, I answered a Craigslist ad for a project. I was like, well, I got nothing else better to do. The only thing I have is a distant cousin I know. I have nobody else out here. And then I got to do a project called Portland Grad, which is still being worked on for in post. And I got to meet several people. Then I got to meet other people. Then I got meeting other natives that would show up. And there was always only a few of us that would show up when they needed natives, or there was ever just a call. There was about half a dozen to 10 of us that ever show up. And then now the vice president, he and I sat down and started talking about this about 7 years ago. Why is it always the same small group of us that ever show up for anything? Mm-hmm. And because the casting calls and all that in Portland or in the Pacific Northwest was, hard to get to. And again, you normally don't get the natives. So we started networking, and we started having a little group. The group became more like a quasi club. The quasi club became more into a not-for-profit pending. Then we got our not-for-profit as of July of 2017.
Mm-hmm. That was amazing. And go ahead. You were going to say something?
Yes, and I like to always iterate the fact that we are the first and currently the only one of our kind in the industry for natives. And mind you, the entertainment industry is not just films, TVs. It's also with the in modeling, even in sports and stuff. Because most people just don't know there's actual baseball players that are Native American,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody thinks about that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, with the modeling, and we're looking at helping promote that positivity. So we bringing basically our own selves to the 21st century, not only for ourselves, but for everybody else, and be brought into the mainstream and say, hey, we are viable. And it's only until recently that now Hollywood's starting to notice us, not us as the organization, but us as a people or peoples. And now having the organization here, it's a safe haven. It's a haven for those. It's also a point of education. It is basically we're trying to fill niches that have been lacking for well over 100 years in the entertainment industry as a whole.
Mm-hmm. And what about the change that has come as well, too? You're talking about 100 years. You've had some actors that have appeared in the past, and of course, some of the stereotypes. And what are some of the stereotypes that you had, and what's those things you're trying to fight with, and who are some of the studios that you've contacted about the actors you want to get into?
Well, I myself put in for a couple of years ago. We put in for that Yellowstone that with Kevin Costner.
Mm-hmm.
I put in for it, auditioned for it, didn't get anything back, but I did talk to one of the casting directors and so forth and made him aware. Then, was it earlier this year, just after we interviewed the last time, I was able to get the production company's information. I called them in LA and left them a message, and it was just nothing but a runaround because they hired an Asian woman at the time to play a Native American character, and the statement was they couldn't find a Native American actress.
Mm-hmm.
Some of my officers are female, obviously, and they would have done the job more than justice. Or if we also would have reached out to other Native actresses, whether in the United States or in Canada, that are not a part of our coalition, but we have network abilities to get to that talent.
Mm-hmm.
And I've left, and they have not called me back, and I'm like, well, okay, that's fine, because you can't be everywhere all the time.
Mm-hmm. And what are some of the projects that you have in the works right now, or what are some of the recent works that you have been doing ever since we last talked?
Are you talking about me personally, or are you speaking about NACE?
For you personally, and also the coalition as well, too, with the actors are involved in this group as well, too. And I mean, your website called OregonConfluence.com, and it gives like the events and also a job hotline, and also some of the profiles of the actors and actors, like some related projects you've been in, and also some of the others I've been as well, too.
Well, I myself just got recently cast in a project called The Bench, and it's currently, from my understanding, it's going to be a feature project that's going to also open up for a series.
Mm-hmm.
And that's being directed by a director friend of mine, and I can't say too much about it right now, but it is currently going to be filming in the LA area.
Mm-hmm. And it sounds amazing too. Have you also been in Blood Loss, which is a horror movie? Also in
I'm the executive producer
Tale,
and filming that soon. Mm-hmm.
Okay, and you also got, and of course you've been on Crimson and Clover, and
yeah, that was an homage to American Graffiti.
Oh, it was okay. Was it like American Graffiti, Native American version, or?
No. I was just I got put into it. It was like an homage to American Graffiti. It had a little essence of that. It was kind of like if you put Grease, American Graffiti, and a little bit of some of the concept of the Heavenly Kid from the '80s. Remember that one? It was talking about the greasers, it had that kind of that feel. That's where it was. I've done that. I'm right now working on, so I'm finally getting my Celtic, my Irish series put together, and that's called The Quest for Terra. I already got like I said, the studio, the filming studio that's coming into San Antonio and setting up here, they've already took an interest in wanting to film it.
Mm-hmm. That is amazing, too. We'll get to some of the chapters and some of your other works and influences in just a minute. You're listening to The Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Looking for a professional website without breaking a budget? Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960, or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. We're now officially on TLB TV. That's the Liberty Beacon TV network. You can catch the Mike Wagner Show every Monday at noon. You can also download the episodes and also share with your friends on Facebook. You can also check the Mike Wagner Show at facebook.com/Mike Wagner Show. You can also download and listen on SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also watch the interview on YouTube as well. That's the Mike Wagner Show on TLB TV. That's Liberty Beacon TV network. And take the Mike Wagner Show wherever you go on any mobile device, just like this one here. We're here with Joseph Thomas Bailey, the founder and CEO and president of the Native American Entertainment Coalition. And the last we talked about, they're just trying to get some chapters going. And they also have some prominent actors and actresses in there. And the last we talked, you're working on trying to get into Canada and also some other states and other regions as well. So give us an update on the latest on the regions you're working on.
Well, we finally officially got more of the governing state of Texas, like we talked before. It's been more or less solidified. We're pending some paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
So then we're going to be launching that. We're actually come this Friday, to my knowledge, unless it changes, with several other non-for-profits in there, but we're going to be meeting the mayor of San Antonio and having talks with the mayor of San Antonio. To what extent, I can't really too much go into. And then, of course, the governing chapter of Alabama has been established and is starting to pick up speed. I also had just someone today inquire how they can help form a governing chapter of Mississippi.
Nice.
And then, of course, one of my members who lives out in LA, LP Green, he's an actor, writer, director. He has his own production company out there. Who, by the way, he's with him being a writer director, he's now won, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 accolades for his short movie called Ice Wolf Queen.
The Ice Wolf Queen, that's right.
Yes, and he is wanting to head up and start the governing chapter of California for NACE out there. I've been trying to validate more of what's going on in Canada, though that's back and forth playing phone tag a lot because it's hard to go up there right now and get things correlated. But it's spreading slowly to where we're going to have the governing chapter of Canada to run the country of Canada, then break off and have and then push in for having like the governing chapter of Manitoba, governing chapter of Ontario, so on and so forth, which is what we're looking at doing. Then after that point, we're going to be looking at pushing south of the border.
Mm-hmm. And what parts of Canada, once again, has been the strongest so far, and what's been really picking up momentum?
Most of the support I have currently right now is in Manitoba. That's where my little small satellite of membership is at. And since they're trying to get things together, and it's due to the fact that some of them are living in regions that are not too populated, it's trying to get them all coalesced into on the same page at the same time.
That is amazing. That is amazing too. And of course, another thing about the Native American Entertainment Coalition, how does one person join, and can anyone outside of Native American heritage can also join, or is it strictly for Native Americans?
No, to answer that latter part, no, it is not. We have 2 forms of individualized membership. We have full membership, and currently the 2 main requirements right now are that you have to either have your American Native card, like from the United States or Canada. Basically it's your certification degree of what they call a CDIB, certificate degree of Indian blood, or their their tribal card up in Canada.
Or tribal card, yes.
Yeah, and or have done the 23andMe ancestry, whatever. They've taken the DNA test to show that yes, they are.
Mm-hmm. And what's the minimum percentage of Native
There
American
is,
blood are you allowing?
there,
What's the minimum
there,
percentage?
we're not currently
Requirement,
we're
I'm
not
sorry.
too much about that. We have members that are less than myself. We have members that are full bloods.
Okay.
It's about the passion to portray our people in the positive light and bring us to the 21st century and beyond,
Mm-hmm.
as well as the passion and dedication and professionalism that can be brought because of the fact of the industry itself.
That is
We are
amazing.
because most people don't know that we are the minority.
Mm-hmm.
And I came across an article that they did a survey poll, just recently or within the past year, that 40% of Americans that took this poll think that Native Americans do not exist, and in the sense of they never existed or they're extinct.
Really? Wow. That is something. My goodness. And sometimes you wonder if it's in the schools or in society, in the media. I mean, I was just astounded. 40%? Unbelievable.
Yeah, it flipped us out a little bit because it's like 40% think what?
Mm-hmm.
And then going back to what we also do, we also have we've talked about it, and it's in play if it ever came about. We do have two different forms of membership for businesses.
Mm-hmm.
That was mostly set up for entertainment studios, production companies, things of that matter. Yeah. So we have, again, native owned, non-native owned. We do not negate people who are passionate to bring us to light, and they want to be allies with us, and in the sense and be supporters. So that's hence they're supporting members.
Mm-hmm. That is amazing too. And what about behind the scenes, like director, camera operator, voiceover, or makeup or anything? Do you guys have a coalition for that? Can they join, or is this totally separate?
No. Anybody who's in anybody who's in the entertainment industry can join within those two current memberships. We do have a youth membership for our, and we just recently got one, a young man from Indiana.
Nice.
His mother said that she wanted him in the organization, and he's 11 years old, and he's already a published author.
Nice. What's his name, and what's he published? I love to hear about it and check it out.
Do you remember the Chronicles of Narnia? Remember Aslan?
Yes, I remember that. I read the book when I was very young. We saw the movies. My family watched it and read the book. That was an amazing book.
His first name is Aslan. Awesome young man. I talked to his mother. His mother's very nice. She is Lilipan Apache, so they're from around Texas and northern Mexico, more directly of the Nuevo Leon, the state of Nuevo Leon, or New Lion, Mexico, translation in English. And he is now with the organization. I think now he's barely a week into the organization. We have one of my officers for national, international. He's an award-winning Native American Music Awards winner.
Nice, very nice.
He's a rapper, and his professional name is Blue Flames with a Z. You can find him on YouTube or also on Facebook with his professional name.
Okay.
Actually, I also have one of my members here for Texas. She is here at my house. We're gonna do some business pertaining to the organization, as well as to this incoming filming studio, as well as getting prepared for Friday with the mayor.
Okay.
And she's an actress, model, and she is a phenomenal singer. When I hear her voice, I think someone better than Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston, and
acapella and give you and make you move, give you an emotional movement within yourself.
That is something. And who are some of the other actresses and actors? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, you were saying?
And she's 24 years old.
24, nice. And what's her name again?
Her name is Raven Diamond.
Raven Diamond. That's something to look for. And who are some of the other upcoming actors and actresses from your coalition that have gotten prominent roles in Hollywood? I'd like to hear more about them.
Well, we have connections. I'm waiting for. I've already offered it a membership to a friend of mine, Arthur Red Cloud, who was in the movie about 3 or 4 years ago with Leonardo DiCaprio, The Reverend. I've put the offer out to him, and hopefully, if that he will be honored to have him in if he chooses to. Again, the one thing I find different from us, even though we're not a union, but we're a coalition, we don't mandate other natives to join us.
Mm-hmm.
We're here as a resource, and it's a choice to join.
Mm-hmm.
I've kind of not. So, unlike from my understanding of SAG being a union, they mandate after so many union things that someone does, they mandate you to join.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're not an official union, we're a coalition of entertainers from across the board. We're here for a resource regardless whether you are a member or are not a member. We are here to serve our people in the communities that we're at, locally, state, nation, and international.
Mm-hmm. And of course, you talked about the SAG as well, the Screen Actors Guild. They had other benefits where it's like it's not a casting agency, but they can fight for you. Like if you get into a dispute or anything, also provide benefits as well too. And do you operate like SAG with the benefits and also fighting for those that
we have benefits ready to play once we start getting funding. Actually, I'm in negotiations right now with a grant writer because everything currently is out of my pocket, my time, out of other members' pockets and their time, because just like in the industry, where nobody wants to be first at the dance. So in order to get the money, you need the actors. You need the actors. You need the money. There's got to be a middle somewhere. But I found, thanks to my brother LP Green over in LA, he found a grant writer, and we're working on making a meeting for this via the phone or Skype or something to work out the legalities so we can have our first grant writer, so we can start having money coming in. We can accept financial contributions. We can take in physical contributions, property, vehicles, just like any non-for-profit can take in, and we can give them out the donation and what the value is and so forth, so the individuals or businesses and so forth can get a tax benefit because of donating to a non-for-profit.
That is amazing, and what you're doing as well too, and looking forward to seeing grow as well too. And of course, with just a few more with Joseph Thomas Bailey. You listen to the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com. Powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking a budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today at 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support at sonicwebstudios.com. And mention the Mike Wagner Show. Get 10% off your first order. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, the Mike Wagner Show can be heard on the MikeWagnerShow.com. You can now officially check us out on the Liberty Beacon TV network. That's TLBTV.com. You can go under the Mike Wagner Show. The Mike Wagner Show is heard every Monday at noon on TLB TV. Just look us up on your internet as well, too. You can Google, and you can also download and listen to our audio version on SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, watch the interview on YouTube as well, and we're going to be expanding very soon as well, so stay tuned to the Mike Wagner Show on TLBTV.com for more information. Take us with you wherever you go. We're here with Joseph Thomas Bailey, the founder and president and CEO of the Native American Entertainment Coalition, giving us an update on what the coalition is doing, and also some of the progress they've made and everything else. And of course, we also talked about quite a number of things, and also just wanted to touch base on a couple of things. And who'd you say your biggest influence in your careers, and who's your biggest influence in getting a coalition started?
Well, I always want to say about because culturally, the influence initially was ever since I was a kid was both of my parents. Mm-hmm. They said I could do anything if I put my mind to it. And I miss both of my parents because they're now gone to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So both parents have passed away. So I want to give respect to my parents.
Mm-hmm.
They said that I could do anything, and they were a big influence in my life. Um, on the other side, I have influences dealing with being an actor would be like Wes Studi. He's a Cherokee actor as well as a Vietnam veteran. And I think he did that thing, was it towards last year with him coming up the Academy Awards, and he spoke Cherokee in front of her. It was like everybody went nuts with that
Mm-hmm.
because you're hearing a Native American language in mainstream TV, live type of thing. So he did that. Other influences would be like uh, Blue Diamond Phillips. He's a Native brother that's mixed. I see some of the stuff like Jason Momoa. He's a Native brother that's mixed. So yeah, I have a lot of positive people I look up to. I even have people within my own organization that help. I look towards too, and if I need help, they are there for me, which is what the organization also is. Besides networking, it's like our own nation, our own family. We have problems or we need something, we're there for each other. We're there to support each other and to help promote ourselves as well with each other.
Mm-hmm. That is amazing too. You talked about Cherokee and all the other tribes as well too. What's a percentage you say is the most popular among your coalition? You said Cherokee and a few others, or Lakota. What do you say is the
Well,
percentage of most popular?
we have Navajo, we have Cherokee, we have Apaches, we have Aztecs, we have the ones in Canada are Cree. We have another one they're Creek. They're from the southeast. Like I said, we were really very much diverse when it comes to the different Native nations that come
Mm-hmm.
involved with us. The other thing I wanted to mention too, and to tell anyone who does listen and does have projects that are for production companies, we as an organization have committees that we can form we do cultural consulting for projects, whether film, uh, modeling, or whatever, for runways, to make sure that it is culturally astute and proper, and it shows us in a positive light. Because, like you addressed earlier, everybody is used to the whole stereotypic how, type of thing that's been around for so long.
Mm-hmm.
That's the uphill battle. But we come in, we have a mandatory donation depending on the amount of what the budget is for the project, say for filming and so forth, and we endorse it. We do just like that with like how SAG and Teamsters do at the end of a film or whatever. We do the same, so it legitimizes the project, going the fact that it's gone under a cultural advisement of a committee that deals for Native Americans. We're not controlled by any nation, any tribal nation in the United States, Canada, whatever. We're our own independent thing. So we are the middleman to help negotiate projects between projects and tribes, or a project and a tribe, or making sure that we come out looking well as a people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's rid of that whole stereotypic of, me wanting this,
Right.
speak this way,
Mm-hmm. Right.
things to knock down the walls of stereotypic things that's been around since like the 1900s, when
Mm-hmm.
films started going into their motion pictures.
Mm-hmm. That is amazing too. And tell everybody once again how they can join the coalition, how much it costs to get in on the membership, and what's the website, and how can people contact you?
Well, right now it's on the Facebook page, so just look up on Facebook, Native American Entertainment Coalition. Right now, membership there's no charge currently, because, like I said, we're wanting to drum up membership. The only kind of requirement as a C of a fee is your word. It's a dedication, because we're laying ground for the future for ourselves, as well as our future generations, to have NACE for them.
Mm-hmm.
Saying the website currently is being under construction by one of my members here in Texas, by the professional name of Raven Hart.
Mm-hmm.
And she is I think she's Aztec and Apache and a couple other things. and she's a model, she's a photographer, she's an actress, awesome woman, and she's going to actually be a host on a TV series that I'm a creative producer on.
Nice.
That's going to be filming, actually coming this month, within the next 2 to 3 weeks.
And what's the name? And what's the name of it? And where can we see this? Will this be streaming on Netflix or Amazon?
That I can't. That I'm not at liberty to say at the moment because I'm bound by NDA.
Right.
I can say a few things kind of leading towards it, but you know how you yourself might know how NDAs work. Mm-hmm. So I can't break the NDA that way.
Okay.
But I'll keep you posted and all that, and how things are progressing, because this is going to be a pilot to a series we're looking at about 2 to 3 plus years of this type of series, and we're putting a unique spin on it for the hosting and what it is and what it's going to do. So it's going to be.
It's going to be amazing as well, too. So, Joseph, I just want to say thank you very much for your time, and it's been great talking to you again, and also looking forward to having you on again soon, and also do me a favor, keep us up to date.
Will do.
Okay. All right. Very good. Joseph Thomas Bailey, the founder and CEO and president of Native American Entertainment Coalition. You can also check him out on Facebook, and also we'll have him back on the guest as an update. I'm Mike Wagner for the Mike Wagner Show on TLB TV. You can catch us on TLBTV.com every Monday at noon, and also check out our fine programs as well. Until then, Mike Wagner signing off. Thanks for watching.